So first off, I want to welcome all ladies here on my first show, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. And I'm so delighted to have all my girlfriends here with me and really excited. So I'm going to ask each and every one of them to introduce themselves for that very short 30 seconds. Okay, let's see who will start first. Maybe I will start with, we go backward. So Hua, you want to start first?
Hi, thank you, Patricia. Hi, everyone. My name is Sok Hua, and my hometown is in Seremban, and currently I'm working in PJ and as well as living in KL. So I joined Toastmasters about 7.5 years ago, and I was an accounting graduate, and of course, my job currently, I was in the group accounts department, and right now I'm in a department called the corporate performance department. So it's good for me to meet people like Patricia, Juliana, and the rest of you, because I think having fun is one of the important agenda of my life right now. Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, that's why you're here. Girls just want to have fun. All right, Juliana, what about you? Who are you?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Juliana Tay. Actually, all the way from Ipoh. All right. As you all know, where is Ipoh? We are talking about the Kway Teow. We are talking about the mountain, and we are talking about the Ipoh girls. That is where I'm from. I'm actually graduated in a hotel line. While I was working in Singapore for 8 years. So when I came back to Malaysia, I spotted only the city whereby it's Kuala Lumpur that I come and build my career. So I joined Toastmasters about 5 years ago. It was by force, actually, to come in, to be honest, all right, because I need to be a peer myself on the stage to be one of the selected speaker in 2017 in one of the Marek convention. So therefore, I landed in this Toastmasters family journey, the platform where I have so much of fun. Today, I've been invited by Patricia. Come here,
Yes.
Girls to have fun today. Okay, back to you, Pat.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you guys know where our relationship started. My relationship with Juliana and also Sokwa started because of this amazing platform that's called Toastmasters. You know what the beautiful thing about Toastmasters, right? Once you make friends already, wow, today lagi best. We have another very, very special girlfriend in the house. And I'm so delighted to get to know her. And it's all because of the girlfriends I have. And let me introduce you to Eliza or Eliza. Eliza, the mic is yours. The invisible mic.
Actually, it's visible. It's with me. So you just that you can't see it. So it's invisible. Anyway, I'm Eliza. I'm from KL. So I graduated from the UTM, University of Technology Malaysia. So I was a real estate management student at the UTM. So previously I worked for Landlease, which is doing what Malaysia's like next financial hub, TRX. So right now I'm with the company called KSK, doing 8 Conley. But the main reason why I joined Toastmaster would be I really want to improve myself in speaking and also, of course, aspire to be like Juliana, the most important part, right? So yeah, I look forward to it. I really look forward to it, and I just can't wait to see myself 5 years down the road. What changes would that be? So yeah, so just can't wait to see. Yeah, thank you.
Big round of applause to our new baby Eliza. We love you. By the way, Eliza, you no need to wait for 5 years. All right. Yeah. Let me share with you. Listen to Zeze here, okay? Now, recently, I have a latest name, Kakak Kawaii. Okay, anyways, let's be serious a little bit. Why, Eliza? Because I feel you definitely are going to progress amazingly. The only perhaps things you really, really need to work on is attend meetings and do your speeches. And by the way, don't forget Don't forget to kacau Juliana as and when you need her.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Anytime.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I will.
anytime, yes. And now you have 2 extra girlfriends here. I mean, extra,
Nice.
Seohwa and myself. And Shamini,
Additional,
right?
additional, not extra at all. Additional. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. So definitely it's great fun. And a lot of us may be wondering, hey, Pat, why are you doing this series? Why are you just focusing on the girls? Well, there's a reason. For some peculiar reason, I always feel we as females, right? We really need to sort of make sure our voices are heard compared to the guys. And that's why I created this session. And hopefully my ultimate goal is really to inspire more girls out there. More girls out there, really make yourself, comfortable to be seen. And especially like extroverts, like, I mean, Juliana, I think so far, are you an extrovert or you're in between?
In between.
In between, yeah. She's an ambivert, okay? She can be extrovert and she can be introvert. That's the beauty. So I do feel we need to make our voice heard. And what is the best place? Of course, is now social media, right? But how do you actually leverage on this? This is what I have been really passionate about. And I'm so grateful to being a Toastmaster. Well, tonight's session, we won't touch much about Toastmasters, okay? So it's going to be really fun, okay? Now, before I start my session, once again, this session is really girls just want to have fun. And end of the day, we're going to discuss topics that are so close to our hearts. We're probably going to discuss about makeup or how you take care of yourself, that kind of content, which I feel is really, really paramount at this moment. And you guys are probably wondering why I have, picked my girlfriends, Juliana and Seohwa, because I definitely see something very interesting in them. By the way, Eliza, I'm not sure if you're aware, actually, I think you're definitely aware of Juliana. But as for Seohwa actually is also the president of Hard Knocks. Wow, you hear the name, I scared already. President of School of Hard Knocks, Oh,
Yeah. Very.
Yeah, very right.
I totally
and
feel it.
You feel it, right? Yeah. So now I kick the ball to Seohwa's court. Share with us your, how have you been leading the club? Yeah, Toastmasters again, man. You know what to do lah, okay?
All right, so I think maybe talking about my experience to lead the club for the past 1 year. So now it's almost to the end of the term where we serve as the president for 1 whole year. And for your information, this is not the first time I am leading a club as a president. I was also in another club called IJM Toastmasters Club. My home club is a corporate club. So now this round, second time as a club president, actually I feel more excited because I can do the things that I didn't manage to do when I was the club president back then. So I try out many new things, and over the term, because this is a community club where you deal with people from all walks of life, definitely it's challenging because you need to deal with members as young as 20 years old, they are students, and as old as my mother's age, 60 plus, where they will always ask you some questions, how to log into the system, and how to do this and that. So you need to guide them step by step. Because you are the club president, usually they will find you first before they look for other peoples or other members in the club. So I think along the way, I learned to communicate with different kinds of people. And it also tested me as a person. How do I really manage my emotions? How do I deal with the people along with my personal life? So throughout this 1 year, I learned a lot, becoming a soft person, but I think now I become a harder person thanks to the name of the club. And I think there are pros and cons. I learned something, and of course, there are some things that definitely can be improved as well. And also, I feel very empowered and I'm very inspired to see the growth of many of my club members as a leader as well. Not only as becoming a better speaker, but also becoming as a leader itself in the club, because we need to organize meetings bi-weekly. So it's definitely a challenge, or I would say a good thing for us to learn along this 1 year. So yeah, I think that's a really interesting experience for my second time as a club president. With the position that I have, I'm able to introduce more new things to the club, and test out what works, what didn't work, and also see the growth in the members. Yeah, that's my sharing. Thank you.
I definitely love your sharing, so far. Yeah, I'll give you another
Very
round and
good.
yes. No, so far I really like it because I feel you are so young. I mean, to me, right, I really see myself as a zeze, right? And I see you growing because, of this amazing space. And I thought one of the things that I really want to point out to you, if you're not aware or just pretend that you're not aware, is really the confidence that you have, that you believe that you can manage, and that's why you're able to carry on your role as a president beautifully, gracefully, and you are able to connect with people from different eras, different backgrounds, and I thought that is really beautiful. So later on, do stay tuned because I really want to find out how did you cultivate the self-confidence. Please think about it, okay? Okay, now I'm going to move to Juliana. Juliana, I know you are definitely a leader in your own right. I have high regard to you. Seriously. Juliana, I have been your secret follower, all right? I've been stalking you many years ago. It was that Christmas, remember? Last Christmas, not the last Christmas, quite many years of Christmas ago.
Years,
and then
2 years ago.
Yeah, two years ago, and I was caught by you. I was caught the fact that you really, you are the leader. You take initiative a lot of things. So to me, no surprise that you become the president of MIEA during this very challenging time. So Juliana, I need your inspiration. Share with us how you're able to, pivot from where you are. Or are you always like this when you were a child?
For me, yes. Since I was very young, I actually lead my family, and also I'm always in Chinese they say 带鬼头. Okay, I'm always the leader for that. Anything that goes wrong, I am the one who got beaten by my mom. So everything wrong also will be beaten. Not wrong also, I will be actually punished. So I have used to it since very young that I never realized it until when I came out to work. Then all the time when anybody, my superior, they want to give me any task, then I just move ahead and just do it without any complaint. Like things that I don't know, I just ask. So down the road, then I realized there's so many things that I learned from my family, from my mom, she has actually groomed me, to become very independent at the age of 7. So at the age of 7, I'll be able to look after a baby. The baby was my youngest sister. So from that, after so long, then you go back and recall, how did you do it for a 7-year-old girl to take care of a baby, an infant, from the baby when she born. So I was sometimes amazing. Look back, I say, oh, luckily my mom trained me, or else I won't be so tough like today. So in any way, anytime I face a lot of problem, so I will sit and then I will think what I should do, and I always call for help. And thanks God that whenever I face any challenges, there's always somebody out there. It seems like I have a lot of guardian angel. Just like but yes, a lot surrounded me, especially when I started in Toastmasters. I was actually lost. I don't know what is Toastmasters about. Can you imagine? I know Toastmaster. So I know speaking only. Then the first time they will throw me into VPM. First, when I joined, they throw me as a VPM, vice president and membership. Then my president, the past president Billy, said, "Don't worry, Juliana. You is not a heavy duty. You can do it just like that, So then gradually, when I, going along in this Toastmasters journey, I really see a lot of things, a lot of good nuggets. Is the people around you, right? Whenever they start to talk, speaking, or even every time you start to evaluate. I don't know whether you have the same thing or not. So whenever anybody talk, right, then I'll listen, then I'll look at them, then I'll start to evaluate. So you see, because of the years of training from this Toastmasters platform, and then you'll be able to know what are things that you need to change, what are things that you need to implement, what are the things that you got to improvise. So this is how we progress, and then we learn. So that's why I told myself, yeah, actually I'm so late, that at this age, auntie already, I still go and join Toastmasters. But they said, hey, learning never too late. So again, you see, so in all our journey in our life, in Toastmasters, it's not talking about speaking. It's also talking about how we relate in our daily life. So it's very important. I'm very happy, actually very, very happy into this journey.
Yeah,
okay.
very extremely.
I'm going to pass back to you, Pat.
Share with you. Yeah. So I don't want to share with you. See, so Eliza, you probably, you can be like, I don't know, like the feelings are, hey, I thought you guys are not going to talk about Toastmasters, but talk about Toastmasters again. So, Eliza, so I just want to share with you that, this is what happened when we make this become part of our lifestyle. We can't stop talking because we are benefiting so much. But having said that, Eliza, I'm definitely very, very happy that you have finally joined us. And Eliza, perhaps you can share with us, just now Juliana reminded me that her mother was instrumental in building who she is now. So Eliza, is there a female in your life that is really, really, that has done you that has really influenced you, who you are today, your values, your personalities, and things like that? Eliza, shall I take that?
Yeah, sure. So I think I think it will be the same. It's also my mom, but I think the difference is that she is a very, very strict mom. So it's a bit like the Asian tiger mom, correct? So that's how it was. Yeah. So but I am really, really grateful for having her, because when I was young, I think she put a lot of pressure on me being very academically well. But I think that is not the you have a tiger mom too. So yes.
Me too.
That's how we become introverts. But anyway, I think the main thing is that because she trained me up that way, that actually solved me a lot of problem in life. To be a discipline, to be like even a fast learner, to pick up fast, because she would actually the way how she teach me maths is very, very interesting. So she would actually make me do addition, like, okay, 5 plus 8, what is 5 plus 8? I need to I need to answer immediately when I was 5. So that was that harsh. And if I couldn't answer, she would actually put me out the door, and scary, yes. So but I think that actually helps me to think a bit faster. So I don't really feel like, because a lot of people think, wow, that's too harsh for a kid, but I think that actually makes me a person that I am right now. And I am utmostly grateful for having her as my mom. And also I think she makes me feel like I can learn anything if I want to. So that's the values that she actually put in me when I was a kid. So since young, I know that if I want to learn something, I can. It's just a matter of whether I want to put effort on it.
And I'm so grateful to hear this.
And she has been like telling me to join Toastmaster since long time ago. Long time ago, like probably when during my uni days. I was like very, very hesitant because I'm an introvert myself. I don't really like to do public speaking, and I was forced to be in sales. Forced is the word, because my previous director was like, you know what, you need to speak up, so go into sales team. I'm like, okay. It was a struggle for me, but now I'm getting used to it, and every day I'm trying to be better.
Eliza, you know what? Like, even though I don't really get a chance to see you physically or even hear from you, I feel you are a very tough person. I do feel there's a certain spirit of tenacity and resilience in you, Eliza. I do feel like, yes, you are very strong. Like you have that inner strength that I aspire to have as well. So Eliza, would you like to share, like, how did you sort of manage? Because, you know, when we were kids, right, when I do have a tiger mom, I used to not able to, because I'm an extrovert, so I used to fight with her actually. And there is always this kind of a tension in the relationship. And it took me a while to really accept who my mom is and for her to accept who I am as well. So I just want to hear from you. How do you manage? I do feel this is kind of a conflict, you know. How do you come in term with it? Eliza, can you share?
I felt like, because I'm the eldest in the family, so that actually was one of the reason where, you know, when you're the eldest, you feel like you have certain responsibility and you need to set certain, you know, like to be a model to your siblings. So I think that helps a little bit, and also the environment that I grew up, you know, and the environment makes me a more matured person, I would say. So along the way, when there's hardship and here and there, so it's the hardship that actually makes me feel like I need to appreciate what my mom actually taught me, because she wants me to have a better path. So that was the reason. So when I realized that that was the reason, it sort of like made me understand why she did that. So when I understand why she did that, yeah. So when I understand why she did that, I have no problem with her anymore.
That's great. I mean, I'm so happy to hear all this, because there's always, you know, different, you know, I mean, different things we need to manage in life. And I can see Juliana and Sohua also got a tiger mom. I guess all Asians are most mom are all the tiger mom. So having said that, you know, Juliana, anything you want to share?
Yes. So sorry, I would like to introduce Jessica Leonard. She is all the way from Indonesia. She is one of the leader. Yeah, she is one of the leader, and also I think one of the boss in the real estate company. So we knew each other actually from Arena. Arena is ASEAN Real Estate Association. That one is in the region of Southeast Asia. So we went to Myanmar and Asia, then I got to know her. So I was also in the president group in one of the ASEAN group. So I invited her to come over to have some girls want to have fun. Jessica.
Yes.
How are you, Jessica?
Hi, Jessica.
I think she mute first, talk later. Okay, never mind.
All right.
She will come back.
Okay, good. Yeah. So so now comes back. I want to, you know, just, I don't know, discuss a little bit about this self-love thing, because I feel it's so important for us, you know, coming from our background, who we are now, and with this challenging situation going around, and you know, how are we still keeping ourselves good? Definitely, I see all of us here, we are definitely taking great care of ourselves. So I do feel maybe some of the audience that's going to listen to us later on, they do want to find out how we manage all this chaos, and at the same time able to really, really practice self-love. Because to me, taking great care of ourselves, if we inherited from our mom grades, right, that's a great value that we have. And how do we actually keep ourselves motivated so that we're not dragged down by some kind of I mean, whatever it is that around you. You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? So Hua, would you like to share a little bit about this? How you
All right, thank you, Patricia, for that question. I think self-love is definitely a topic that I'm really passionate to share about, because over the years, since I started working as well in my company, our HR, we do promote wellness and also even mindfulness as well, which is about meditation. So myself, I'm involved, and I'm also one of the mindfulness facilitator in my company. And during this pandemic, myself, I also lead a weekly mindfulness session with some of my colleagues, even though it's just a small group. But I think for me personally, when I'm the facilitator, I need to ensure that myself that I am qualified to be a facilitator. So how do I ensure that? I think since last year end, about December, I started to push myself to meditate on a daily basis. So how do I do that? I actually hate to use the Headspace app. I'm not sure whether you heard of Headspace. There are two main apps that you can use for mindfulness meditation. One is called Calm and one is called Headspace. So I prefer Headspace because it's a very cute, very interesting animation, and also there are even meditation for kids as well, so corporates as well. So it's very suitable for all ages. And for me, I rely on this app a lot. Every day there are daily meditations, there are even workout and also sleeping meditation that can help me to calm myself. And there's even an SOS button that I can click if I need a break from my routine. So just need to listen to the meditation teacher's voice, and I think I'm fine after that. So it's a very quick reach out for me if I'm in a panic mode. And because sometimes no one else can help us besides ourselves. So I think I learned that, and throughout this half a year when I practice every day, I learned that it helps me a lot to manage my everyday life. So I noticed that sometimes when things happen, I don't just jump or react, but I learn to take a deep breath. That's the first thing that we can do, the easiest thing that we can do. Take a deep breath, analyze the situation before we really jump into conclusions and etc. So I think a consistent habit is very important for every one of us. So myself, when I'm involved in my organizations leading it weekly, I also not only help myself, but also help and inspire some of the staff and to spread the importance of self-care to more people. And sometimes in my speeches in Toastmaster, I do talk about mindfulness as well, and also self-care, as I believe it's very important, especially right now. It's always taken for granted. Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay. Before I move on to Eliza, let's practice some self-love. Can we all practice mindfulness? Take a deep breath and tell yourself, I love myself.
I love myself.
You can do something, the butterfly hug, you just do like that. You just say, I love you to yourself every day before you sleep. I think that's a very, very nice thing to do, and you'll feel love.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much, Sohua. This is my takeaway. Thank you. Now, before Juliana do a wrap, I'm going to come to Eliza first. Eliza, can you share with us what are some of the self-love that you do to yourself to keep yourself really happy and motivated? Yeah.
I can't really think of it. But anyway, just to share an experience that I had. An experience that I had previously for not having self-love. So it was a very big. It's a great experience for me because all this while I have not been drinking enough water. So what happened was I was admitted into the hospital just because I didn't drink enough water. So I think even drinking water is actually a self-love. So when you don't take care, so when you don't take care of yourself, like even the simplest form, like drinking water, it can actually cause you huge trouble, which I had kidney infection and I had to be hospitalized for a week. So that happens like a month ago. So yeah, roughly a month ago. It was terrible because the pain is unbearable. And from then on, I drink like a fish. So please drink like a fish.
Thank you so much, Eliza.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that actually will cause that kind of trouble. And so that was
practical.
A bad example of not having self-love.
I feel like I feel Eliza, because sometimes we can be so tied up or chasing my own goals that I forgot about self-love, because all I was thinking is I want that one, what I want, and we forgot what really matters. So I guess this pandemic really taught me what really matters. I mean, there are so many things you can just let go, but then never let go of ourselves. And with this is my moment. Our time is running out, but I love to hear from you, Juliana, because you definitely have been so inspiring all this while. Yes, Juliana. Yes, the screen is yours.
I just share a quick one. For myself, I definitely love myself first. And first of all, even though since last year, 18th of March 2020, while the lockdown day, That was the first time, the first day it happened in our life. So from then onwards, that day itself, I was a bit lost. But however, after the second day, I still dress up every day. I make up, just touching up a little bit of brushes, and also my lipsticks. So I went down to my place, went down to my living hall, and I'm still, like keeping myself in good looking, like every day I'm going to work. So this is sort of like a self-love, and you have to build that confidence even though you are at home. So I felt all women, whether men, the same. When you dress up, you have that confidence in you. So that confidence will drive you all the way, even though you have a bit like downside, but somehow or rather it will pull you up. So when you look at the mirror, you look at yourself and then you start to smile. So the way you smile, you can actually influence the others. So it's like the mirror image itself. So these are very, very important, is our self-love, and in order for other people to love you more. So from this a little thing that you do, it makes a lot of difference that you make the whole world smile.
Absolutely. Oh my God, I love this. Now, by the way, ladies, I'm so grateful to all of you. So far, you pointed out that it's so important for us to take care of our mental part of it. Practice mindfulness, right? And then, Eliza, you told us that very crucial, important thing that a lot of us may forget. It's like drinking water or eating great stuff, eating good calories. So, we are always keeping ourselves in a tip-top health condition. And as for Juliana, you really nailed it. It's so, sometimes I really feel this, people really emphasize too much on inner being. I'm not saying inner beauty is not important. Inner beauty is very important, but let's not forget the outer appearance. That's where we show the world who we are, and that's how we present it to ourselves. And that's also very important for us to practice self-love. So I'm really grateful to have all of you here in our #Girls Just Wanna Have Fun show. And I can't agree more with all my awesome panelists. Once again, my heartiest love that I want to send to all the listeners out there. Do follow us on Facebook. We're going to give you some great tips on how to practice self-love. And I have a feeling we're going to have another session again. Don't ask me when, okay? But I guess when the kick is in, we will have another session, because I feel one of the very important things why we are doing this is really to send more love out there. Before we end the show, I'm going to ask my beautiful sister Sokhwa to take a photo of all of us here. And I'd like to invite Eliza and also Shamini to on your video, and we'll do a few posts. One is a love, one is a butterfly, and last but not least, another one with the icon whereby you can use a love. Okay, so we're going to take 3 great shots. All right, we're going to go with the love first. All right, so I asked Sokhwa. Sokhwa is my beautiful IT wizard.
Sokhwa can't do that.
Do your best, Sokhwa.
I can do one only. Okay.
Okay, you do one. Never mind.
Yeah,
we understand.
right. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice. Let me save this first. Okay, what is the second pose?
Yeah.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, Shamini, can you sit a little bit at the back? Because I want to see a whole butterfly.
Sorry. Can I do again the love ones?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
sure.
I missed. Sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, love one done. All right, second one.
Show off my earring.
Second one is butterfly heart. Okay.
Butterfly.
All right.
You do one hand.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
So this is the like that. The third one is that the love.
Yeah. The third one, I thought use the emoticon, the love.
Yeah. Okay. Can you?
Oh,
then
the
our
love.
photo
Okay.
will have a love. Yeah.
All
Do that
right.
and also that one. Then we will have a double love.
All right.
Double love.
Okay, click the love. 1, 2, 3. Okay, beautiful. All right.
Thank you so much, ladies. With this, before we end the show, let's just leave with a high note. So pick one word that describe your feeling at the moment. Got it? Just one word only. Okay.
One word.
Eliza, starts with you lah.
I want to say awesome, but awesome is not a feeling, but yeah, I feel awesome.
Great. Shamini,
Contented.
Juliana,
Lovely.
Sokhwa.
I feel beautiful actually.
And you guys are really amazing. Yeah, very very cliche, but it really, it's really how we feel at the moment. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.